All right. I am so happy to get out today. It is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, November 25th, Monday. Oh, what a crazy few days. I was going to go out this morning, but it was like 30 mile an hour gusts. It was like 30 miles an hour, period. The weather said gusts, but it was 30 miles an hour, period. So I went grocery shopping instead. And I got home and I said, I'm going to try to get out now because it doesn't look as windy. And that's what I'm doing. The next few days are going to be pretty crapo weather-wise. Plus Thanksgiving's coming up, so it's just a crazy time right now, and I'm just so happy to get out. It's about 42 degrees and windy, and it's kind of in a rush, so I didn't even bother putting my pants on. I just got my Wranglers on, Wrangler Rangers, which should actually make excellent motorcycle pants if you can get some pads in them, which I wanted to do eventually, or originally. But they've got really good ripstop, really thick ripstop material, and they seem pretty wind resistant. I'm gonna go get gas, and then we're gonna go from there. Getting nailed with wind, and I don't care. My legs are fine. These Wrangler Rangers are really good. I bought a couple of them because I bought one pair, I think at Tractor Supply, and they were so good, like such thick material, so comfortable that I had to go buy another pair because when you find clothes like this, they don't last. I don't think these companies make a lot of money on good quality stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's flying. '67 in fourth gear, it ain't bad. Guy's doing like 70 fucking miles an hour. No, 60. Probably a cop. How much you want to bet? He's off duty cop. Now I'm bailing here anyway. Getting on this road here. That dude's doing like 60 miles an hour on these roads. Man, it feels good to rip. Purring like a big cat, right? Thing's purring like a tiger. These bikes love the cold. Yeah, I'm glad to get out. Tomorrow's going to be rainy and icy, according to the forecast. Wednesday might be alright. going to be low 40s now, probably going forward. I'm going to keep both hands on the grips here. This wind going through the 30-mile-an-hour zone, the 30-mile-an-hour speed trap. This Carlsbad jacket's amazing with the liner, with the fleece Inferno. My Wranglers are they're holding up pretty well. Not as good as if I actually had my the clam de cars, which aren't really meant for cold weather, but they work great because the fabric's thick and stops the wind. My legs are not ever cold in those. Alright, all tanked up. A lot of people begging for money out there to the main drag there until you had all the Salvation Army people out. It really makes you uncomfortable. You know, they're always ringing those bells. I don't know what the situation is with Salvation Army. I don't know if they're legit or not. So I'm not going to slam them too bad here, but it's a little annoying anyway. Oh, shit. That wind's coming right off the lake there. I don't feel it in the jacket at all, but I feel the force of it, that's for sure. But there was also a lot of, I don't know if they're homeless or what. Unfortunately, I just assume that they're like meth heads. You know, they're holding up signs. You can't even read the signs because they write so small. I tried to read them, but like as you're sitting there at the light, you kind of just feel them staring you down, like trying to get you to make eye contact. It's like But again, I don't know whether to feel bad for these people or not, because I just around here, especially Tilton, not here. We don't have a meth problem here. There used to be a big meth problem in Laconia. They let it happen. That's how it always. That's how it always is. They let it happen, and the politicians of a certain ilk let it happen. They get the housing in there, and then they let the drug thing happen, and then next thing you know, you got to pay more money to increase the police presence. And the freaking fire department's getting called out every night because someone burned a mattress or some shit. I saw it while I was living there. It's pretty sick because that can all be avoided if you had responsible leadership. People willing to make the hard choices. Tough love. But what you got basically is a crime syndicate. That includes the police and fire department. So if it happens to your small town, I can guarantee that's how it's going to happen. That's how it's going to start. Holy shit, this wind is trying to blow me over. Now they got Laconia policemen starting at $67,000 to $93,000 a year salary. That's why it's like local politics are more important than anything. Oh my gosh. Dude, I almost got knocked over. Wow. Okay. I think it might be time to go home. That's a first. Holy shit. I knew when I put the regular pants on today, I was like, there's a good chance I'm going to crash. But one time you forget a piece of important gear, right? Turn around up here. That's crazy. I'm trying to figure out like exactly how that happened because it felt like I was skidding side, like the wind pushed me, and it felt like my front wheel was like starting to move sideways. I guess I'll just rip up and down this road, and then I'll go home. I shouldn't go too fast, I guess. This happens every year in the fall. This crazy, crazy wind, and then it'll happen frequently in the winter. Enough that I remember it. I'm going to say, no, not winter again. I don't care about the cold. I like the snow, but the wind has got to go. One year, we lost power on Christmas Eve. We all went to bed, and I'm out there. That wasn't last year. It was the year before last year, and it was a night with wind like this, but it was closer to 0 Fahrenheit, and so with the wind chill, I believe it was negative temperatures, and I had to pretty much stay up running the generator because I was like, I'm not going to make an issue of it for the kids. I wanted their Christmas to be fun and happy. So I didn't stay up all night, but I remember being up around 3 in the morning, I think, when the generator ran out of fuel. So I go out there, to refuel the fucking thing. Then it's like fucking hurricane winds and like sub-zero. It's like just, I, that's when I was like, I'm done with this shit. Like, why bother? Like, my parents live in Florida. Why don't I live in Florida? Well, because we moved to New Hampshire, so now we're stuck here for a while. We got a good, really good interest rate on the mortgage, so we don't want to screw that up. Quite frankly, I mean, Florida's only good, 3 months out of the year? Florida's only nice in the winter, from what I understand. Everything changes when you have kids, because, like, it's just constant worry and stress about their safety and their comfort. Without kids, I think that's what it was, because, like, I was always into kind of that New England mentality. I like the struggle. I like the cold. I like the challenge, you know. But once you have kids, it's just, it's no longer physical. It becomes too emotional and stressful. It's no longer fun, you know. So now, yeah, I wish we lived somewhere warmer. But it's going to get better because the kids are older now, so they understand things now, you know. But yeah, so we lost power on Christmas Eve, and then God bless those line workers, man. Love those guys. I've never met a line worker I didn't like. There was one year, those guys get shit done. They're my kind of people. One year when we were in Connecticut, we had the October snowstorm. It was like a big deal, man. I don't know if anyone can read about it. It was 2011. We had no power for 8 days, and I was loving it. I didn't have kids at that time, so I was like in love. I was just out there with the chainsaw, cutting up, you know, the trees, helping the neighbors. We'd sit around the fire pit at night, drinking beer and eating pizza. The local pizza shop was somehow open. I guess I don't know if they had a generator or if that area had power. I don't remember exactly. And it was a blast. Every morning I'd go out and make coffee on the grill. And it was like I got to live kind of the way I always wanted to live, you know, just without all the modern bullshit. And because all that stuff, as much as I love technology, you know, as much as I do, oh, there goes that wind again. I do love particularly computer electronics, and I like to tinker. Raspberry Pis and my Arduino. And, you know, I like technology. That's my background, computer electronics. So, but it's all just a distraction for me these days for quite a while now. It's like if I could just live in the middle of nowhere and have guaranteed peace of mind, I would choose that in a second over having to deal with society. I'm 100% a hermit. If I go to an area and I stay for a while and it starts to get on my nerves, because everywhere I go, no matter where it is, the people just start to get on my nerves. The area starts to get on my nerves, and oh my gosh, there we go again. That's crazy. If it hits the bike just right, it's like. But once I stay somewhere for too long, I gotta ramble. I gotta keep things interesting, and I want to meet new people. And of course, everything's different now with the kids, but that I still have that, you know. It's still kind of a part of me that I can't really shake. I don't like staying at one place too long. So, yeah, that's what I mean by guaranteed peace of mind. Like, I don't have to suffer. If stuff starts getting on my nerves, I can just bail. So yeah, all right. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. So line workers. So this troop out of I think in North Carolina, the dudes had the most hilarious. One of the guys' name was like Hollywood. It's like you got a different breed of people over there. I'll tell you what. And they were like freaking, champions, man. They came out there and they got us all hooked up, like really cool. They were just cool guys. And it was a guy's birthday, so I went down in the basement. I got him a couple beers each and a couple cigars, and they were just besides themselves. They were like, I remember the guy's like, "Man, you're the coolest kid I ever met." Hollywood. But yeah, a couple times we've had linemen come out here, and just end up talking politics. They just always seem like straight up dudes, right? So yeah, God bless these linemen. They got us up Christmas morning. It was like I think 6 in the morning the power came back on. It's like my wife was joking. She's like, "It's a Christmas miracle." I'm like, "Nope, you just got some badass linemen working overtime." That just really makes your day, It's like knowing you got people out there that are really going above and beyond. Everyone's always like, "Oh, the police are heroes and firemen are heroes," and they can be, sure. But I think like people that can, come out and figure out what's wrong with your furnace at 9 o'clock at night on one of the coldest nights of the year. That, to me, like that's a fucking superhero. People that can, come and get your power back as fast as possible. Plumbers, fucking love plumbers, man. That's a good skill to have. I know a plumber guy I used to hunt with in Connecticut, good friend. Dude was, I would say, a millionaire. That's the second plumber I've known that I'm pretty sure was a millionaire. We're talking commercial work, though. Hello. Oh, boy. That's... Oh, that was close. That was our mail person, not our mail person, but the town here. Probably had their eyes off the road. And that was me going too fast, so... I think what we learned in motorcycle safety classes is never just one person's fault. I think they say it's always your fault. You should always be ready for anything, I guess. That's why I always put the camera on. Something's bound to happen. But very happy to get out. fingertips are cold, my knees are cold, but I'm happy. Well, this is a shitty situation. Christ. Jesus Christ, man. You can't see shit on that corner. Well, okay. Keep things positive. Let's get back home. I'm gonna not go too fast. The wind is beating down on me now. I think the worst part about going for rides at this time of year is not the cold. Well, I guess the wind is definitely a problem, but the sun, since there's no leaves on the trees, the sun is just always in my eyes. Usually going back home. I mean, I got a sunshade in this helmet, and I got the tinted visor. And it's still annoying. I can see. Hopefully not going to burn out my retina, but it's still super annoying. One thing I love about the winter is getting a nice fire going in the wood stove. There's nothing like a wood fire. It does something for your soul.